Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bastion. How you guys doing? Well, I did get a couple of baits in the mail yesterday, so I really haven't talked a lot about the Megabass Vision 110 plus 2. It's not the one that I throw the most, but it does have its time and place. And I think, myself included, is I don't throw this correctly all the time. So that I just talk about the bait quick and some of the colors that I have. They don't have 500 colors like the other Megabass jerk baits, but the ones they have are really the good ones. So I've got 9 different ones I'll show you, and I did really want to kind of show you these new ones too. So I did get the gill color, which is a color I love. I have it in the 110, I have it in the 110 plus 1, but I wanted to get it in the plus 2 because it's one of my favorite Megabass patterns, the gill color. Those lines, that green back with that flake in there, a little bit of blue around the snout, and that orange part in the middle of the body. It's just a great looking bait. So it's a Megabass Vision 110 plus 2, and you can get this down, they claim 15 or 16 feet. I don't know if I've ever gotten one that deep, but it definitely will dive a lot deeper, as you can see that bill, than your regular 110 and your 110 plus 1. But that's the gill color. Just got that one the other day, yesterday actually. And I wanted to get that Northern Secret color in the plus 2, and I got that. So if you guys saw my video, we talked about, you know, how popular this color is for like everybody who's making a jerkbait. It has this purple with the chartreuse whitish belly, a little bit of blue there, and there's like subtle differences for all the different companies with their Northern Lights, Northern Secret, Northern whatever, but it's Northern Secret for Megabass, and that is just a great color. I love the 110, done very well with it. Got the plus 1 now, and now I have the plus 2. And I already had, I'll show you some of the ones I had here. Try and remember them. I actually wrote down the color so I didn't screw them up. Well, actually, I'll go in the order that I wrote them down. This is that Elegy Bone color. Got that in the 110. I've had that one for a while. You can tell it's got a red hook on it. I put that red hook on the front there. One of my favorite colors. It's got that blue, it's got that chartreuse on the belly, that clear body. Oh, let's see. Good old French pearl. This is one of the first ones I actually got when the plus 2s came out. Put a red hook on the front of that one too. There's that French pearl color. The gill I showed you already. This is the GP Pro Perch. I don't want to mess that up. If you guys remember, GP is Guanium Phantom, so it's kind of, so you can kind of see right through there. You can tell this one's got a little hook rash on it. This is one I've thrown a lot. Got some nano hooks on there, some triple grips. Change the hooks on that to try to get a little heavier and get a little down even more. Oh, let's see. The Tennessee, the HT Edo Tennessee Shiner. Where is that? I just saw that. There it is. HT is half tone. It's a half tone bait. Great color. Oh, let's see what else. That M shad or metal shad. This is a color I couldn't figure out, and my buddy helped me figure it out. It's got that green on top, that silver, that like metal here, and then it's got a little purple, and I guess that's more orangey on the, and it's got kind of like that purplish belly they like to do. Cool color. That's one of the first ones I got too when these came out. Oh, let's see. Here's the matte shad, which I don't think, I have to look at all. I don't even know if I have this in the 110 or the 110 plus 1. I think I only have it in the plus 2, amazingly. It's such a popular color. I just haven't gotten around to getting one yet. But if you guys like those matte colors, that's a great one. Matte shad. And last but not least, this is the one. This is that PM Twilight chartreuse back. That pearl mica is PM. Really cool with that chartreuse and the black, the white on the tail, the chartreuse on the belly. A little bit of a, I guess it's kind of a purplish color there, a little bit around the eyes. But that's my plus 2s. And like I said, if the bass are deeper, especially in the springtime, and I guess, even though I haven't really put it into use in the fall when the fish are still deeper, this is really probably could be or may be your best jerkbait option. The fish haven't moved up yet. They're still sitting out in that 10 plus range. The 110 plus 2 can really be effective. And this is a jerkbait that I think I made the mistake, and you may too, or people may too, is they try to throw it like a regular jerkbait, throw it out, and just start trying to get a cadence going, and it just feels weird because it's such a big bill. The best bet for these is to cast it out and reel it down to where you want it, or just reel it down, and then just give it some, like, subtle jerks with your rod, just to get it down to that depth you want it, and then give it the subtle jerk so that it kind of moves and goes, because this thing really digs. And if you start jerking right away, it just feels funny. And I think when I first got into it, I was like, I don't know how much I like these. I don't know how much I like them, but this is the one. If I'm gonna throw a jerkbait on a bait casting setup, this is the one I would throw on. Even though I just still throw it on spinning, I just use 10-pound line on this one, not the 8 or the 6 that I'm using on the plus 2 ones or the regular 110s. I'll go up to 10 pounds, 10-pound tests with these. So in the spring, when I go out fishing, I'll usually have 3 setups. I'll have one setup with 10-pound line, which for these, some of those perfect 10s, the Canada, any big jerk baits that are deep divers that I'm going to throw, I'll use on that 10-pound line. And then I'll have 8, maybe for my plus 1s, and then for the regular 110s, I went as low as 6 last year, and I got a ton of bites with 6-pound line. And it wasn't like they were snapping the line or anything. So I know people get nervous with $25 jerk baits and 6-pound line, but I had no issue with it last year. When I lose a jerk bait, it's not because of my line breaking, it's because of toothy critters stealing them. So if your bait gets piked, there's really nothing you can do about it. Those toothy critters are the ones that like to steal the jerk baits. I've never had an issue with the line breaking, from just a big bass, which is nice. But, I'm always checking my knots and making sure they're good. But if you're going to throw if you haven't tried the plus 2, give it a shot. You can probably get away with 8-pound. I usually go 10 though with these. I will try them on 8 sometimes, but most of the time it's going to be 10 fluoro. And cast it out, reel it down to where you think those fish are, or if you see them on your sonar, reel it down, and then just give it just little jerks. If you try to give it like you're trying to rip it like a rip bait, like a 110, just doesn't. I think that bill's too big for that. It just doesn't seem to. I think it blows the bait out, and it doesn't really have as much action. So it's just kind of a different way of jerkbait fishing. It's almost like crankbait fishing in a way. But that's it. That's the Vision 110 plus 2 from Megabass. If you guys haven't gone to that size yet. And that's that PM, was it PM Twilight? PM Twilight with a chartreuse back. See if I can remember all these. The matte shad, the M shad, cool color. That Tennessee shad, that Edo Tennessee shad is really cool. The perch. That GP Pro perch, great color. French pearl, that white one. If you guys got really dirty stained water, it's a good one to try. That LG bone is a good one. Very popular color in all sizes of Megabass. And then the 2 new ones, that Northern Secret. It's just an awesome. I love this color. I just love it. I did so well with this last year. And the gill. That is a great one right there. I wanted that color in the plus 2 for a long time, and now I got one. So that's it. That's my Megabass Vision 110 plus 2 lineup. 9 of their 20 whatever colors. As I said, they don't have 60 or 50 colors like their other ones. And I don't see a lot of like Respect series coming out with the plus 2s, but I don't think you need a ton of different colors. I think these are some of the best ones. If you just had yourself the gill, the Pro Perch, that LG bone, maybe the Tennessee shad, you're probably set. If you get, whatever you guys like to throw, the best colors that they make, they've got. And that Northern Secret's hard to pass up too. That's a great one. So that's it, guys. I thought you might be interested in just seeing those Vision 110 plus 2s. Haven't really talked about them that much. So I thought today would be a good day as I got those in the mail and was putting them away, right? So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll put links to the Megabass 110 plus 2, but you can get them you know, at your local store. If they've got Megabass, I'm sure they've got them. And Big Fish, Tackle Warehouse, the hookup, they all got them. And as I said, there's not a million colors, so you get a few of the ones you really like to try them out. But it's a cool bait. It's a cool bait. If you really, those bass are still deep. You know, when we finally get rid of our ice here, this is one I bring out with me in the springtime when those fish have not quite started creeping up into the shallows yet, and the 110 isn't. If the 110 isn't working, or the +1, I usually go to this guy. That's it. So any questions, let me know. I'll put links to them. You guys can check them out online if you haven't seen them already. If you are going to the New England Fishing Expo, I'm sure a lot of the vendors, including Spencer at Berkshire Bass, will probably have a bunch of these. You can check them out there. And that's it. So I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.